Hey everybody, we're at October. I wanted to just share some thoughts with you about opinions. Everybody has one, right? And nothing wrong with opinions. I think it's part of our anatomy, our DNA, or human structure to give your opinion when you see something, you see an event, a person. Just anything you see with your eyes that you don't see or think is right or you have an issue with, you give your opinion on it. And I'm finding myself, as I do some soul searching, for me, and this is not criticizing anybody, but when you tend to view the world, give your opinion, and again, there's nothing wrong with that, you tend to spend a lot of time dwelling on that and critiquing that and talking about it and analyzing it, sometimes complaining about it. And it can take a lot from you. It can drain you emotionally, mentally, physically. It can reflect your attitude toward others and how other people want to decide whether or not they want to be around you. I think that it's healthy to have those discussions as far as opinions go and your views on the world. For instance, the whole, Donald Trump and the news media that's a constant discussion on TV, on the news. I mean, every day you put it on, they're always talking about Trump this, Trump that. The constant social media that people put on their Facebook page or their other social media accounts. It just becomes too much sometimes, where you just have to turn it off and just, when you step away from the trees, or what's that old saying? And when you step away from the forest, you can see the trees. You really see, if you take yourself out of the game, take yourself out of the whole arena, you can really view how much time people spend their time and their energy and their effort on complaining because they're giving their opinions. And one of the things that I think I'm figuring out is that people on opposing sides, they will never see your point of view unless they have a dog in the fight, unless they have an issue that you and them can both relate on. They're never going to see it your way. They're going to argue with you. They're going to fight with you. They're going to jump up and down and holler and complain that their way is the right way, and for example, Trump is a liar. Heard on the radio this morning, talk radio in my local area, that this one lady was just, screaming at the top of her lungs. I kind of jumped in the conversation late on the news radio and listening to it, but basically she was upset because the radio hosts were pointing out facts that most of the latest physical attacks have been from the left, and that just flipped her top. And she's like, "No," screaming and hollering, and you guys are blinded by Trump. He's a liar. And I thought, let's step back for a second and let's think about all the times that people were preaching about prepping and conspiracies in the government, and preppers in general, or people, doomsday, would jump up and down, holler that, hey, you need to get ready. And people thought that they were crazy. And some of them may be crazy. I'm not going to say they're not, but there's a good majority of people that prep that are good people, that are everyday caring, part of society people. But no one wanted to listen to them. And now the shoe is on the other foot. And they're jumping up and down about, people not listening, that Trump's a liar and this and that. I'm thinking, Now you know how the other side feels. Now you know how people felt that were into prepping or wanted to make you aware of when Obama was in office. But yet nobody wanted to hear that mess, you know? So it's funny how one's opinion varies from person to person, side to side. So anyway, not to get sidetracked, what I'm saying is that I'm trying to spend less time giving my opinion and more time just focusing on what I can do to live a good life and better myself and my family. But you know, sometimes that means just holding my tongue and not saying nothing and just letting it be. You know, I mean, there's a time to say something, there's a time to do something, but it's not all the time. And I want you guys to remember that. Sometimes the best action is taking no action and just keeping your mouth shut and just let the cards play out. But when the time comes, then action must be taken. Then you do what you need to do. Opinions, they sure can drain you. Anyway, all right, guys, this is some food for thought. Right out.